During this pandemic, it's more important than ever to be minding your business, so let's do that this morning. The jobs report for June shows unemployment fell to 11.1%, down about 2% from May. 4.8 million jobs were added. It's a sign that people are getting back to work, but unemployment is still higher than it was during the Great Recession. And the recent unemployment claims are only down slightly week to week. 1.4 million Americans filed for help last week. Fewer Floridians have been filing over the last 10 weeks. 84,000 were newly unemployed last week, and that's about 20% of the amount who applied back in mid-April. We will have to watch next week to see if restrictions on bars will lead to more unemployment applications. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said Thursday that the Trump administration will seriously consider another round of those stimulus checks. During a news conference, he said the administration wants to work with lawmakers to pass another bipartisan coronavirus relief package by the end of July, focused on supporting businesses like restaurants.